The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Return starts at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Pass it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. This is ahead for about 5. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Ran it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now we give left side to Bigsby. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 1. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. St. Brown's got it. Complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Titans.
63.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. St. Brown there to bring it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards from the play. And the Titans first down.
A tight end in motion now. Give right side. Here's Bigsby. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
With no score.
Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Bigsby. Can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the puck. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get the game's first points here in the second. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
9 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
Turbo 1, hide. Turbo 1, hide. Ready. Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice.
Going run again with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Titans aggressive in defending the pass here. They're in dime. 3rd down coming.
East right, no.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They stick with Jacobs. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Working out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Hurts looking to throw. And he's going to send that one away incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that leaves them with 4th
the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. On fourth down, Hurts. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Quick pass right side, complete. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers need only one to take the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. He's got a man left. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after that.
First down throwing for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard with all alligators, 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on second down. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Titans. With it, first and 10. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Throwing here, Hurts. He's got it near the 10. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. They give up the gut to Bigsby. Gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Listen up. Get set.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Cut by Jacobs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down at the 40-yard line.
32 stand. Come on, high. Ice jam. Ice jam. Out.
2 now from the gun. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 34-yard line.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Hey, out.
Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble and they bring him down again. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And let's count them. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He gets him 6, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
All right, come on.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Chargers are stopped in the outer reaches of the red zone. start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Ready, set.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Get set. Ready, set.
Hand off here to Jacobs. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up the 3rd and 1.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
21G.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
63.
This is Bigsby. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
Easy, 63, back.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game at 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Turbo one high.
Jacobs running behind center. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's fourth down.
Solo left Zion. Out.
Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Monte Wyatt finishing that play off. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Bigsby. And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up. 21G. Out.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That'll be complete to Jacob. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That's Gesicki. He's got it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Hey, turbo 2.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Reed now in motion left.
Complete to number 11, Jaden Reed. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
One quarter to go.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the score.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
They're right here. 32 Stinger.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Hey, cover one, cover one. Step.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
St. Brown's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts now from the gun. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Complete on the option. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Running right is Bigsby. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Awareness. Okay, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot for quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
On the return, here's Jones. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Back to throw, Tua. This is reeled in by Wilson. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. From the 24. He finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Cover three, kick. Let's go. Out.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa again. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They've got first down from the 31. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jair Brown has it. And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Listen up. Hey.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So it'll be second down. Back to throw. Hurts. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up. Kendall Fuller. And the Chargers have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Number 1. Hey, 21 T8. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Tagovailoa on first down. Toward the sideline, caught by Reed. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
20, TX. Long. Let's go.
Second and 10 now. And he brings it in, but got so close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Number one, high. Hey.
Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. And with that miss, whatever hopes they still harbored, Kate, well, that miss puts it out to sea. It was a great effort in this game to fight back, but they had to have that field goal, and instead, it went awry.
First down throwing for Hurts. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down. We send a man in motion. Hurts trying again on second down. Put the body on the line for his team. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Last time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. They've got a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Hey, number one. Hey, 21, TX. Ready.
Blitz coming, Tua. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Atlantic. From by hours, I'm straight out the Atlantic.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick.